Tony Doherty here for NBC News Online with a 6-time Miss Olympia bodybuilding champion, Andrea. Look at you.
Oh my goodness, Tony, wow. I mean, wow. This is...
I think you're more excited when you won it 5 times. Like, I've been watching you lining up for the pictures with your sponsors and your fans and everyone that can be back here. You look just so happy.
I am. I truly am. I mean, this one was a major milestone in my career. So this is just, it's a joyous moment, and it's definitely validating that sometimes when you have to take certain paths that are maybe a little bit unexpected, you can trust the process and it still works out almost better than you probably imagined, and that's exactly what played out for my prep this year.
Absolutely.
Best package to date.
Best package to date, and you were pushed. I mean, the prejudging this morning wasn't an easy one. There's a lot of comparisons.
There was some
it was over really there after you. I said to you last night at the press conference, at the meet and greet, I'm like, you got a target on your back. Everyone wants to be you.
I said, I'm not worried, Tony. I did my work. I show up, I do my job.
Yeah.
I just show up and do my job. And as long as I show up every year better than I did the year before,
that's all you can do. It really is. We've talked about this before, but that's all bodybuilding is, really.
It helps you keep the focus where it needs to be.
Don't focus on anyone else but Andrea. Do you.
You got to think about it. Like, if I'm focusing on, 12, 13 other people, that's energy I could be giving to myself, right?
Yeah.
So it's better to lock in on what you need to focus on and then take it from there.
You look like you had a whole lot of fun out there tonight doing your routine. And then, when they announced the winner, I thought you were going to jump up in the air.
Oh, yeah, I almost took a leap. But, I mean, again, it's exciting. And the journey that I went through for this particular prep was a very different one, but I'm very glad that I took it because it definitely paid off.
It definitely did, and you look better than ever. Whatever you've been through, and it's a reminder to the people watching that look up to you that everyone goes through something in their prep.
Yeah.
And you can't just give up or fold up or,
Right.
you
Right.
can't miss a day. You've got to be more than resilient. You can't miss a meal. You can't miss a day. Yeah. You can't have feelings, that interfere with your program, your process.
You got it.
Right?
Because you have to keep the goal in front of you.
Yeah, and
quite
that
often, goal has to be strong enough to where you commit to it and you're willing to put forth the effort that's required. Right? If you can't be disappointed by the result if you know you didn't give the best effort. So that's where, the mindset comes into play.
And I think it reminded too that everyone is going through something, and a lot of the amateurs particularly have a self-doubt or have a bad day at work or something, and they pull out of the show. I'm like, never.
You never know what's going to be on the other side of it, because, I mean, right before I got my pro card, I ended up having 3 people who were fairly close to me end up unfortunately passing away. But, I had to think about what would they have wanted me to do. They wanted me to keep going. And one of them was my godmother. So it's, again, you have to look at it from a standpoint of, what about the rest of your life? What about the time that you've been given?
What if it does work out?
Are you able to really try to see where you can take it?
Right.
Yeah, it's not that it was easy. There were some nights I was on the treadmill doing cardio and I was crying, but I had my gym family there that were able to really comfort me as best as they could.
Yep.
But they were encouraging, and this is where I tell young competitors, when you start talking to people at shows, when you start talking to people at the gym, and they really start to connect with you, you can form some really good, strong relationships that will help you build that resiliency.
You make some of the best friendships of your life in a gym.
100%.
To people on the outside or at work or people you grow up with, they just think we get stranger the deeper we go into bodybuilding. And I always say to our athletes at the meetings, hey, exchange numbers with each other, because one day you'll be doing it hard. You can shoot someone a message and say, hey, get back on the bike.
Right.
You got this.
I know your chicken sucks, but you know what? Eat it anyway. You can endure it for 12 days.
Yes.
You can endure it for 2 months.
Yeah.
This is a part of you being the best you. And somebody just giving you that little word of encouragement just because you decided to,
Now,
give them a call or
you're
keep
a great
in touch.
sport and you're very giving and all that, but you have the mindset of a champion. You're an absolute savage when it comes to prep. I know you leave no stone unturned. 6 is a real legacy in this sport. This is kind of, you're there with all the greats.
And it's what I prayed for plus some. But again, I have to I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to take it all in. But, I told Coach, I said, hey, let's talk about what the game plan is going to be, because I really want to make sure that you don't want to have too many days go by where you're not checking in with that coach. And I think that that's one of the things that working with my coach has been very
Who was your coach?
His name is Damian Segovia, and
I
he
know
is
Damian. He's a good guy,
the coach of now retired 8-time
Yes.
Miss Figure Olympia, Sydney Gillen.
Yes.
So yeah, again, when I started to evaluate how they communicate and process things, we keep a very tight off-season diet. So like last year, he didn't give me a cheat meal until 2 months after the show.
Wow.
I did not get it. I ate the night of the show, but then after that, we were back on like.
Right, so it leads me to my final question. What are you going to eat tonight before he tells you to stop eating it?
Oh, I want pancakes.
Come on, let's go.
I want steak, eggs, a waffle, and then I would love to have some onion rings and maybe some sliders. I think that'll do it.
That's the best answer I've had all night.
so good.
We're going to sign off on that.
Planning the menu.
Go and enjoy it. You really deserve it.
Thank
You're
you.
just incredible. 6-time Olympia champion. We're really proud of you. The world's proud of you. We're out.